and welcome to Emma's ESL English. It's Wednesday. We are talking about vocabulary for looking at things. I've noticed over many years this is very confusing for everybody, which is understandable because it's not always sensible. We have a lot of words to describe when we're looking at something. Looking at, look, see, watch. But we use them for different things. That's confusing. I want to start with smartphones because that's the one that comes up very regularly. Obviously, smartphones are a huge part of our lives. We look at them all the time. But depending on what we're doing with them, we use different verbs to talk about what we're doing. So, I might say we're always looking at our smartphones these days. This is a generalized statement of people in the world. It doesn't specify what we're looking at on our phone. We don't know. We're talking about everybody all the time. So everybody's doing lots of different things on their phone. So we can use look at in this situation. We often use looking at when we are asking somebody what are they looking at. If you see someone just kind of gazing into the distance, gaze, there's another one. Gazing into the distance. Gazing means you're looking at something for kind of a long time. You can gaze at a view. That works. But if somebody is looking in a particular direction for a long time, then we might ask them, what are you looking at? We want to know. Maybe we already looked and we didn't see anything there. Probably they're just not even looking at anything. Probably they're just thinking about something totally different. But we might ask them, what are you looking at? And they might say, nothing. If the thing we're looking at is moving, then we will usually use watch. So think about when you're looking at videos on your phone. We wouldn't say I'm looking at a video. We could say I'm looking at social media because even though we are moving, scrolling the screen when we look at social media, it's not always predictable whether we're looking at a video or what somebody said or a picture or something else. So because it's a bit general on social media about what we might look at, then we would use looking. I'm looking at social media. But if you stopped on Instagram to watch a video, then you could say, I'm watching a video on Instagram. Yeah, there's so many choices. You might say, I was watching videos on my phone. I was watching my phone doesn't work because most of the time your phone itself isn't moving. If your phone suddenly got legs and stood up and walked along the counter and you're like, oh my God, then you're watching your phone. But most of the time that doesn't happen. So most of the time we watch a video or watch a movie. But there's always a but. If you're waiting for a phone call, then we often use watching to mean that you keep looking at something. You know that really annoying person who just started dating someone and when you go out to dinner with them, all the time they keep looking at their phone. They turn it over, turn it back, turn it over, turn it back, turn it over, turn it back. They want to see, did they ring, did they ring, did they ring? We could say they're watching their phone. We might say, stop watching your phone, she's not going to call. And we also use it for the time. Are you watching the time? We don't want to be late. So watching in this way means that we're keeping an eye on something. That's an idiom for you. Keeping an eye on something means we keep looking at it. Again, we're looking. Again, we're looking. The thing itself is not really going anywhere, and we're not watching something entertaining. We're literally looking each time to see, did they call? Did they call? Has the time changed? Has the time changed? But we use watching. It's a little bit of a strange one. And really the only time that we might put watch your phone together. Usually we would be watching a video on your phone. So we watch movies, We watch the TV. We can watch shows at the theater, but we also use see with these. Especially with the theater. I went to see a show at the theater. If we're talking about it afterwards, also, we're very likely to use see. So, for example, we might say, I rang yesterday, why didn't you pick up? Oh, I was watching a movie. Great, what did you watch? Okay, it's perfect. Alternatively, we could say, where did you go yesterday? We went to see a movie. Oh yeah, what did you see? That works too. See just means we're looking at something, we're not really having any feelings or emotions about that thing. I can see the sea, like that, it works. Did you see that monkey? We're not having any feelings. Oh, let's stop and look at the monkeys. Now we're going to make an effort to pay attention to the monkeys. But did you see that monkey? Just means like, oh, it passed by. Did you see it? I saw it. There's no monkeys in this house. We often use look to mean paying attention to something. And we have a lot of phrasal verbs that use look. Look at, look for, look over. Look over there, what can you see? We also often use a relevant verb. For example, I can go looking for a new book in the library. But once I get my book, I'm going to read my book. So we use a specific verb for the action that we're taking. So even though I'm using my eyes to see the book, once I open that book, I start reading it, not seeing it. And also we can't watch a book because the book's not moving. The words aren't moving. So we're reading the book. It's the same with video games. I can look through the video games on my phone, meaning I'm choosing which one do I want to play. But once I choose one, I'm going to play a video game on my phone. So I'm not watching the video game. That suggests I'm sitting passively watching something. I'm watching TV. I'm watching a video. I'm not really doing anything. If I'm playing a video game, the action I'm taking is actually being a part of that game. Using my fingers, playing the game. So that's why we change the verb. The same with the reading. We are taking some action. We are using our eyes to do something. Read. So that's why it's a little bit different. Okay, I hope that makes sense. That was kind of a lot. Let me know if there's any additional questions. You can email them to me at emmaseSlenglish@gmail.com, or you can put them on the blog post, which will be over at emmaseSlenglish.com. Thank you for joining me. It was lovely to talk with you today. I will see y'all tomorrow.